All right, Jalal, Ahmad, come on in. That's a question or comment.
Hello, David.
Hey.
Hello, Mohammed. First of all, thank you for the great product, and I'm already earning with it. But as EasyBot claims that it never closes on a losing trade.
Oh.
But a few days ago, I saw that one of my session ended with a losing position. It was not that much. It was only 4 cents, but I saw a minus sign there, and I reported it to the Breezy, and then I am now finding a chance to talk to you about that. How about that? I can show you if you let me share my screen. I have screenshot.
Not necessary. So let me address it real quick, and I'm going to ask Mohammed to share some insight here. So when we talk about EasyBot never closing on a losing trade, it's important to understand that, and you'll see our language start to change here in the next coming weeks, not because there's a lack of confidence in what we do and how it functions, but there is an element of what we do and how it functions that's out of our control. And that's what's happening on the exchange. And so, and there are these rare instances, and we've now closed over 930,000 trades since March. And we are aware that there are a minor number of trades, a couple hundred of them, generally in very similar to what you're seeing, where it's like 4 cents or even in some instances less. Mohammed's going to actually show you and answer your question. You raise a very good point. And we know we've seen a little bit more or a spike in that happen in around the 28th, 29th. Mohammed will explain why that happened as well. But some things that are totally out of our control in the grand scheme of things, it's not really an issue, but we will modify our language so that it is in alignment with what you're bringing to our attention. So Mohammed, you want to jump in and talk about what that's all about?
Yeah, sure. Just before I talk about this, I just want to talk numbers. Can you give me your bot ID? Let me just put it on the screen and just show you and show everyone what happens. Jalal, can you just give us the bot ID?
17961.
Okay. Is this your bot? It's
yes.
AAVE, right? AAVE and 14 July.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just look for that negative trade.
While Mohammed's looking at that, just to let everybody know on the call, we did become aware of this, and we are changing our position language on this. And we talked about this on our business builders call and also on our leadership call this morning. And so we really appreciate you bringing this forward, Jalal. But we're already aware of this, and it's not any fault of the bot. And what Mohammed's going to show you right now, this is something that is with the exchange, and it's outside of our control. But it's a minuscule amount compared to the profit that has come in. Go ahead, Mohammed.
Okay, since we cannot find it, let me find from the system itself any negative trade, just so that we can take it as an example.
Out of 930,000 trades, there was only like 200 that took a small loss, not a major loss. We're talking pennies, even in some cases portions of pennies. We've seen them as high as maybe $2 to $2 or $3. That's the max, but it's not the bot, it's the exchange.
Okay, yeah, I found one. Okay, now look at this session. This session, it has in between one negative trade that I just saw now. Yes, this one. You see, this is negative.
Right.
Okay. It's negative 10 cents or 18 cents, but the actual profit from this session is $25. So even though it's a small, but still we want to show up. And this is the actual trade in here. Okay. This is the trade. There are two elements here. Number one is the requested price. This is the price where the bot is telling the exchange sell now at this price. And the price, okay, requested price. If you see the requested price is 1.353. the executed price was a little bit lower, and this is what the exchange have executed based on this price.
Right.
This is why it became negative, because the exchange have executed the price a little bit lower. It could be because of liquidity at that point of time, because the bot is looking at the price really fast every second. So the moment it maybe at that point that was just a spike of the price where there was a small order maybe of just $10, maybe of $20, and it was taken already. So when the bot placed the price, then it was taken a little bit lower. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes lower, because this slippage is happening always into the exchanges. But sometimes this slippage is more than 1%. Where we are here to make a minimum of 1% in profit in EasyBot. That's the requested price normally, and then the slippage is a little bit more than 1%, let's say 1.1 or something like this, and that's exactly what happened here. If the exchange have executed based on this price, then there will not be any loss. That's why David mentioned that it's programmed not to close on a losing trade. But if there is a slippage from the exchange side, then there's nothing we can do. But those slippages are really small. I mean, because we're already most of the times we have the take profit retracement, which allows the price to go even higher, much higher than the 1.5%. And then if there is slippage, will be just within that range at that high, so it won't be feelable. No, you cannot feel that slippage, and still it will close on a bigger profit. But those small negative trades are happening due to the slippage of the price. Let's make the math here. Let me just open an Excel sheet. Let me put this one. This side. Okay. So this is the requested price. Let's take it from here. And the executed price. Let's look at the quantity of the coins. Requested quantity. Normal requested quantity is equal to the executed quantity because there's no slippage. I want to sell this amount of coins, and it sells exactly the same amount. So number of coins, this much. Okay. So now it's minus 18 cents. If this quantity was sold at the requested price, it would be the price multiplied by the number of coins. This would be the outcome in USDT. Because it was executed here, then this is the amount. See how much is the difference? This minus this. So the difference is $1.4. That means actually this trade should be on this amount minus, sorry, this amount should be at this amount plus the 18 cents, 0.18. Should be minimum at 1.6 USDT in profit if the exchange have executed at this amount, at this price that we have requested. But because it was expected lower due to the slippage, then it was in a loss of just 0.18 USDT. And that's exactly what happened in each and every trade. We have really investigated most of the trades that have turned up to be in a negative situation, and all of them turns to be the same way, because there's no possibility that the software is going to order something different than what we have programmed it to do. It's being programmed to only close on a winning trade, on a positive trade, and that's exactly what's doing. But because of this small slippage that's happening in the market, and the exchanges, some of the trades have a small negativity. So I hope this explains the situation.